Yeah, hi all. Hi, welcome to the JavaScript bootcamp. So as usual, not as usual, I'll be taking the session first, and I'll be taking the doubts at the end of the session. So today is the first class for your JavaScript, first class of your JavaScript, and it is not completely relevant. Like it is not completely same as your HTML and CSS. Okay, HTML and CSS, you will be just applying the tags and all. It will be loaded on the screen. You'll be able to see what is happening then and there itself. Like you will be giving some tags and all. It will be visible on the screen. But when it comes to the JavaScript, we'll be applying the functioning also to your HTML and CSS. But first, we'll be starting with all the theory related concepts. We'll understand what are functions. We'll understand what are arrays, how to create those kind of an arrays, how to create an object. Okay, how to create multiple operators, what are the different kind of operations that we do, it. Okay, these kind of concepts will not be there in HTML and CSS. You haven't encountered this kind of concepts in HTML and CSS. But when it comes to this JavaScript, you'll be encountering that. Why? Because it deals with the OOPS concepts and all, and it also deals with the functioning of the HTML and CSS. Okay, where we'll be performing multiple operations related things. Okay, so today will be the basic introduction of it, basic introduction of HTML, not HTML, JavaScript. Okay, as usual, like I said, I'll be taking the session in the complete first half, like 30 to 40 minutes. I'll be taking the session, and then at the later case, I'll be taking all the doubts from your end. Okay. Now today, what is JavaScript? Okay, why do we have to use it? Okay, what is JavaScript? Why do we have to use it? Where and all it is used? Okay, and a few things. What is the environment that we require? Okay, what is the actual use of this JavaScript in your HTML and CSS? That we'll be focusing on. Let me create a fresh file here. Fresh one. In this, I'm creating a folder which will be day one. And I'll also create a particular open recent JavaScript version. Let me delete it and open it once again. Where is it? JavaScript fresh. Okay, so we shall start now. Okay, so what is JavaScript first? Okay, why do we have to learn this JavaScript? Why we have learned with so we have discussed it saying that we know HTML and CSS, we are able to create some kind of a website. Why do we have to still work on this JavaScript? Okay, so while using this HTML and CSS, you'll be able to create only, okay, the thing is you'll be able to create only the static web pages. Okay, what do you mean by static? Okay, what do you mean by static? Static in the sense, for example, let us take this calculator. Let us take this calculator as an example. So you want to design a calculator, okay, this kind of a calculator using your HTML and CSS. You have created that. Okay, you'll be giving this all the symbols, lines, characters, everything. You'll be giving it inside by giving the keyboard keys on your keyboard. Okay, you'll be giving this input button. Okay, you'll be giving this input one. Okay, this colors and all, you'll be doing it with CSS part. Everything will be done, but you will not be able to actually do the calculation. Okay, you'll not be able to do the calculation on your website. Okay, you can create this kind of a calculator, a website calculator, by using all the HTML. This content will be added using the HTML, and the stylings will be done using this CSS part. That will be done there, but you can't able to calculate. You can't able to perform you can actually do the calculation on your website. Why? Because there is no dynamic there is no kind of operations. You can't do it. Okay, there is no kind of that kind of logic you haven't written in CSS. Okay, did you write anywhere? So to perform some actions, like tell me whether in HTML or CSS, did you do any calculations, whether if the user gives some kind of an input? So if he says that 2 + 3, how much? Whether did you do any calculation and gave the output to this, return that output to this to the user? No, right? We haven't done that kind of things in our CSS and HTML. We have just created some kind of input tags that will take the input, but we haven't sent any output from the backend. We haven't sent anything. Okay, that is known as dynamic sending, like dynamically sending the data from the backend. So we didn't do those kind of operations in our HTML and CSS. So that's why you will be able to perform only static websites. Okay, this is most important thing when it comes to the idea of a JavaScript. Okay, so what do you mean by JavaScript? Means, like, in the simple line, you can just say it. It will help us to create dynamic websites. What do you mean by dynamic websites? That means whenever someone asks you a question, you are answering properly to that question, relevant to that question. That is known as dynamic. That means both the ways conversation is happening. Static means whatever that it is, like a mission. Okay, so if the questions come out of the syllabus or related to that, it will not be able to answer it. Okay, so whatever you are going to ask it, like that is only like whatever predefined it is, that only will be happening. Okay, so this is known as using the JavaScript. You will be able to do the calculation, the actual calculation. You will be able to perform it. So those kinds are nothing but dynamic websites. Those kinds of websites are nothing but dynamic websites. Okay, so to put it in simple, very simple words, HTML will be if you are trying to construct a building. Another example, this is, if you're trying to construct a building, the content will be the HTML. That means the content in the sense in the building, the mortar, the sand, the bricks, the cement, the paint. Okay, the steel bars, aluminum bars, everything. Okay, the plant, like water pipes, everything will be coming to the content. That is content of your building. That is nothing but HTML. Okay, where to arrange it will be done by the HTML, but what sizes it should be, how much length it should be there, what is the room sizes, what is the color that needs to be painted on the room walls. Okay, this will be related to the CSS part. Okay, and when it comes to this JavaScript, it is like the functioning of the building. So whenever I turn on a switch, which fan has to turn on, which fan has to start rotating. Okay, whenever I click on the second switch, which what you can say, which bulb has to turn on. So this functioning is related to the JavaScript. Okay, I hope it is clear. So why do we have to use it? Okay, we understood that we can create this dynamic websites. We understood that. Okay, in many places, in many kind of websites or many technologies, this JavaScript is used as a backend one. Okay, this JavaScript is used. Okay, this JavaScript is used. So you can, using this JavaScript, you can write and create web applications. What do you mean by web applications? What do you mean by web applications? See, for example, I'll tell you there are three kinds of applications are there. So first application is your mobile application. That is, you'll be downloading from the Play Store. You'll be downloading some kind of apps, and you'll be able to install that, like whether it might be PUBG or any kind of Instagram or WhatsApp. You'll be able to use that in your mobile itself. If you copy that same application APK file into your laptop, okay, understand this carefully. If you copy that application software, like which you have downloaded from the Play Store, and you copy to your laptop, it will not be able to, you will not be able to open that in your laptop. Okay, because that is completely related, that was designed only for the mobile. So that is known as a mobile application. Okay, when it comes to the software, what you another kind of an application is, second application is desktop application, which is this WhatsApp. Okay, so this music app, this QuickTime player, this photo booth, this Google Chrome, these all are softwares. Mostly you'll call it as a software. Okay, when it is in mobile, you'll call it as an application, mobile application. When it comes to your laptop, you'll be calling it as a software. Okay, so these software, if you copy it to your mobile, it will not be working. You'll not be able to install it. Okay, so softwares are nothing but desktop applications, which are pretty designed for their, which are designed only for your computers, laptops, and laptops. Okay, it is designed only for the computers and laptops. It is not for the other purpose. So these are known as desktop applications. When it comes to the web applications, what do you mean by web applications? There not be any software will be there. You don't need a software to look into it. Okay, this kind of an application. So I will give you an example. Amazon website. Okay, Amazon website. So let me show it to you. So let us say that Prime Video, this is the Amazon Prime Video is there, right? So this is a, oh my God. Yeah, so this is, okay, this is nothing but a web application. This is nothing but a web application. Okay, what does it mean? Means you can open this web application. This will be having a lot of data. You can open this web application using any kind of a software. You can use it. I'm using a software to open this web application. I'm using a software called Google Chrome, and I can open the same thing in my mobile also. Using my mobile application. Okay, so web application is nothing but it will be hosted on the web. It will be hosted on the web. Using a link, we'll be accessing it. Is it clear? So www.youtube.com. We do have this YouTube channel, right? YouTube's are there, right? So how do we open that YouTube? Using with the help of this Google Chrome. You can download this one. Okay, you can download this YouTube in your mobile also. You'll be having an app. There also you can open it. That will be completely app interface. You can download a software in this. That will be completely related to the software. But to access your web application without any software on an application, okay, to access your web application, we will be using an interface in between that. That is nothing but software, like software. We'll be using this software and using this Chrome software, and the web application will be hosted online so that multiple people can access it at a time. Is it clear? Right? Yeah. Next, coming to the next part. It will be helpful. This JavaScript will be able to help us to create game developments. Okay, it will also use it for developing native mobile applications also, like we discussed. The mobile applications are also able to create it by using this JavaScript. You can write the AI algorithms. Okay, AI algorithms. Artificial intelligence algorithms also we can do it. Okay, so these are the users and what is JavaScript. Okay, what is JavaScript and users? So what is the version that we are going to use it now? What is the version that we are going to use it now? So when it comes to understand this also, whenever you are going to whenever there is a interview for your interview, they will be mostly focusing on your versions also. Okay, which version of JavaScript you have used, which version of Angular you have worked on. Okay, what is the latest version? What is the latest version number you have used it? These questions are very much relevant to your interviews. Okay, why? Because every version, like for example, you just say that, like if you're having an iPhone or something, Apple or any kind of a mobile, you have it, Android mobile, you have it. Okay, just assume that you are having an Apple Android application, Android mobile. So what is the version number? What is the current version that is going on? So 3 years back, there is a KitKat version, then Marshmallow version. Okay, Android version number Marshmallow. Okay, then comes the later we have this, what you can say, let me show that to you. Okay, first version is no code name. Next it was 1.5, it is Cupcake. Then it is Donut. Then it is 2.2 to 2.1. It is Eclipse, Froyo, Gingerbread, Honeycomb, Ice Cream Sandwich. So these are the latest different versions of, okay, KitKat version, Lollipop version, Nougat, Android 11 now, it is 11. Now it is like this. After this also it might have, might have seen this. Okay, so these are all nothing but versions of your Android. Okay, if your phone is the oldest version, it might have stopped. If you have purchased in 2017 before itself, it might have stopped updating after Oreo version. Okay, right now I'm using OnePlus. That version, its latest version is somewhere around Marshmallow or something, like not Marshmallow. It was released in Pi. I guess it is Oreo. My Android 9 itself, Pi, it got stopped through Pi. Okay, so my version is, okay, my mobile version got stopped after this, like Oreo or Pi. So it will be between this. Okay, later it got multiple updates, but it is not supported by my mobile phone. Okay, you're understanding this? So if you have purchased a few years back, like right now you have purchased an iPhone number, like iPhone 14 or something, you just assume that you have purchased an iPhone 14. So it will be having a Mac OS version that is OS 12, Oxygen 12 or something will be there. After 5 years or 10 years coming into the future, 5 years or 10 years, your version will be the oldest one. Okay, so if it is supports the new technologies, it might go to up to 3 to 4 versions. Like next 3 years, it can survive. But after that, the versions will not support your mobile. Okay, I will repeat the same example once again. For example, you have purchased your mobile in 2016. Okay, you purchased your mobile in 2016, an iPhone or an Android phone, you have purchased it. Okay, your version during that time, the version which is there is 7.0, which is Nougat. Okay, later a new version came in. So this might be supported because it is yours is the latest mobile phone. So this also might be supported. After that, Oreo came in. So this also might be supported. But when the next version comes in, latest version comes in with a lot of updates, this might not support your mobile. The latest version might not support your mobile. Okay, the latest version might not support your mobile. That means your version will be stopped here itself, up to Oreo. This is the latest, that is the only updated version that you can get on. So the next coming versions, your Android phone will not be supporting that, right? Likewise, in the same way, whenever someone asks you what is the version that you are using, mobile version, you will be saying it is Oreo or something, right? In the same way, when you go to the interviews of this JavaScript, like Java front-end developer or UI developer or an Angular developer, any kind of a thing, they will definitely ask you what is the version that you are going to use. What is the version that you have worked on? Okay, so versions are important very much. So HTML, what is the latest version? That is that 5. HTML is stopped as HTML5. CSS's latest version is 3. Okay, so CSS 3 versions updates, we haven't worked on it. So for that, multiple updates came in, like audio, video related versions came, like tags came in, but we haven't discussed about it. So in HTML5, okay, but that is fine. Okay, in the same way, JavaScript also has multiple versions. Okay, so the first version, it is like released on ECMAScript standards in the year 1995 or 8 or something around that time. The first version of JavaScript came in. Okay, with the standards of ES standards, ECMAScript standards. Okay, ECMAScript standards. Later, multiple versions came in. Okay, that got updated. The versions, what do you mean by this versions means a new features have been added to your particular mobile. So Android version, new latest version coming in means a new features are added to that particular mobile or particular version. So it will be supported on your mobile. Likewise, in the same way, whenever a new version releases, JavaScript releases a new version, it will be having a few add-on features. Okay, it will be having a few add-on features. One of the most important and updated, version is ECMAScript 2015. You can call it as either ES6 or it is ECMAScript 2015. Okay, ECMAScript or 2015. Sorry, ECMAScript 2015 or ES6 version. Why it is most popular? Why? Because in ES4, during the ES4 installment, like updated version came in, it got crashed. It didn't it got cancelled. Why? Because they have implemented lot of features in that. During that time, they have given a lot of features. So it didn't support your mobile. It didn't support the JavaScript. Okay, that's why what did they do? They have in the next coming years, they have added few features, like few more features, like some amount of features in every year. Okay, so they keep on adding some relevant features every year, right? Okay, every year they keep on added these features. Okay, so ES6 is the most like latest, like not the latest, but it is it had a multiple version updates. Okay, it has a multiple version updates in this ES6 version. Okay, so whenever someone asks you what is the version that you have worked on in JavaScript, say that some of the version like ES6 version I have worked on it. So ES 2015 version, ECMAScript 2015, ECMAScript 2017, ECMAScript 2018. So what is the latest version right now in Java, like JavaScript? Let us Google it. Right now, the latest version is ECMAScript 2022. Okay, this is the 13th and the current version. Okay, this is the 13th version of the JavaScript. Okay, that is the 13th version of JavaScript. So when someone asks you, what is the history? What is the version that you have worked on? Tell them that you have worked on which version it is. ECMAScript 2012 or what it is. Okay, so next, coming to the next one, like I said, once it is done, we will be having all this concepts we'll be discussing in the coming classes. So up to here, it is completely basic. Okay, up to here, it is completely basic. The JavaScript course is completely basic here. So course introduction to the language, variables, data types, Java, what is the basic grammar that we will be following? Okay, what is the logic and the flow control? What are the data structures of arrays, data structures of objects? Okay, what are the loops, functions? Okay, and then we'll be going with the DOM manipulation. And once this is done, after that, we'll be going with the advanced level concepts, where data structures and functions, where data regular expressions, what do you mean by regular expressions and all, we'll discuss. Okay, coming to this. I will tell you few extensions that you need to add. Okay, so what are the extensions that you need to add it here? I will tell you that. Okay, what are the extensions that you need to add it for JavaScript? I'll let you know. Okay, there are few extensions that are okay. Babel. Okay, if you want to write it, you can write it down. Babel ES6 by ES7. Okay, Babel JavaScript. Prettier code formatter. Okay, these are all the extensions you need to add it. Okay, I guess you have already installed this auto close tag, auto rename tag, live server. These things you might have already have it. Let us say what are this live server should be having. You should be having this live server. Auto close tag. Auto rename tag. Okay, you might have already have this. So including to that, you need to install all these things. Go to this Babel E67, E6, Babel E76. Okay, Babel JavaScript, prettier code formatter. Okay, JavaScript ES6 versions, ES6 snippets. I'm pasting these things in your chat window. Just copy paste it and so I pasted in the chat window. Just go through it. Okay, and install all those things for the next class. Coming to this next, what do we have it? Okay, so that's it for today. Okay, today I'll keep it very light. So these are the things, just go through it, like whatever, go after closing, after the session, understand what is JavaScript first. Okay, search it in Google. What is JavaScript? What is the use of it? Okay, whatever you are discussed, just go through it. What is the versions that we are using? What is the difference between the each and every version? And this difference is nothing but updates. Okay, the versions, version to version, there are just updates. Okay, so understand what are the latest features of this current version, latest version features, what are those features, what are been added. Okay, and keep a folder for this specific folder for your on your desktop, create a folder saying that JavaScript fresh. Okay, and then you load that. In that itself, you write everything, whatever you require, whatever that is there, you want to write it, you just need to write it only in that folder itself. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'll take the doubts now if you have it any. Yeah.